What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You are on the sidelines with the Sideline Guys. Welcome to another edition of Sideline Guys. I'm joined by a buddy of people on today. First and foremost, we got to my left, my boy, my brother from another, my man, Jonathan Torado. Talk to the people, man. How you doing?
What's up, man? You know, I'm just pissed about these damn Patriots fans thinking that they that shit. You know, my Bills are here. I ain't listening to all that bullshit with Cam. Come on, man. I'm out already.
We'll get into that, brother.
We will. I listen. I'm just
fired up.
Fired up, man. Nah, I'm ready.
So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, though, we got to go over here to my other brother to the left real quick, because based off of what just happened, I got to introduce my man. As we know, the eagle flying, Celtic pride wearing, anti-cowboy hating, my man, Derrick Myers. Talk to the people, brother.
Yes,
how you
sir.
doing?
What's going on, man? I know, I already feel like I'm about to, someone's gonna try and come for me, but when you're the king, that's what happens. You gotta expect that. You gotta expect that.
Yeah. I see the shots coming, man. I know you fired up and you ready too. So
I'm warmed up, man. I got everything warmed up and ready to go. I'm loose.
Some of this hashtag no ad.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, careful now, fellas. Hold on. I still gotta mediate this thing. So before I let these dogs loose, I gotta introduce a new guest to the field. He on the sidelines with us. You know what I mean? And I know he's got some stuff to say as well. You know what I mean? And, let's just say I just learned about this brother. And I'm not sure if he mentioned his football team just yet, but I do know this man has officially listed himself as a Spur on the making. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, let me introduce our new guest. Welcome to the show, Mr. Jeremy. How you feeling, good sir?
I'm doing good, fellas. Buffalo Bills fan here too.
Okay. So Bills Mafia representing strong.
All day,
jumping through tables, baby.
Hardcore Spurs fan. I'm around for it all. Let's get it.
Well, all right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into what's hot off the presses. What's been the talk of the NFL right about now? So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess there's nothing less to say except for it's about dang time, as LeBron James said when he won his first championship ring. It's about dang time. NFL former MVP, former league MVP, if I might add, my man Cam Newton has finally signed a deal with the team. He has a 1-year veteran minimum, need I mind, but a 1-year veteran minimum agreement with a team that many probably saw coming, yet some probably didn't expect or didn't really think was going to happen, in the New England Patriots. Fellas, I unleash you. Talk to the people. What are your thoughts and opinions on this move right now?
I'll go first since I'm the new one.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
So, I personally think that it don't sway nothing. Cam is good, but I think he's done. Plain and simple. The move was warranted. The Patriots can't go into the season with Stidham. They knew they couldn't do that. So why not just pick up someone that was out there just waiting to get picked up? Here come Cam Newton. I respect Cam. Let me say that first. But overall, I think his game is I think he's shot. I don't think he moves the needle either way. I still think the Bills are ready to take over the division. Even if Cam do anything good, look at the rosters. Look at the rosters that the Patriots have. Look at the rosters that the rest of the AFC East has. Overall, I think, me being a homer, whatever, but I still think the Bills have the best roster overall in the AFC East. I still think it's our division to lose, and that's just how I feel.
I hear you. So, not only do they have the best roster, but for the first time in a long time, we all know they have good coaching.
Absolutely.
I mean, so we there's been times we've had a lot. I mean, we talked about this last podcast, Dwayne, where Bill said Sammy, LaShawn. Thank you, Derrick, LaShawn.
No,
Robert,
thank Chip. Don't thank me.
well, thank Chip. Thank Chip Kelly. But there was times
Still
where we
think he was
had
racist for that one.
arguably some of the best talent in the division, but we just never had the coaching.
Right.
You brought in Rex, who wasn't really that guy to bring. He let players get away with a lot, right? That's what Rex was about, the player coach. Not that McDermott's the strict type. He's a little bit of both, right? He gives the players a little leeway, but they need to understand what the job is, get the job done like Belichick. So I just, with the talent we have overall, I mean, looking at the Patriots, Cam, let's say Cam gives you 80% of his MVP year, okay? 80% of his MVP year is worse than what Josh Allen was last year, statistically.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't good enough. And mind you, so the Patriots last year, their defense was number one. They were dominant for the most part, except the playoffs. They lost like 9 defensive players. So you argue that drops down. You look at the receivers. They got Edelman, NKL Harry. Who else? And mind you, is Cam going to have that same camaraderie as Tom had with Edelman? No. I wouldn't be surprised if Edelman's traded to Tampa Bay sometime this year. So you lose that. So people come in here saying, "Oh, Cam's the end all be all," bro. I think he can't. Mind you, I was Jeremy. We talked about this before. I was saying I want to sign Cam as a backup because if Josh goes down, we don't have anybody to keep us going. Like we arguably don't really have a good backup. But I don't think Cam can carry a team. Maybe he can get them to 8-8, 9-7 because of Belichick. Is that good enough for a wild card? I mean, Dwayne, you're a Titans fan. Your whole division is good this year. The AFC East got better. The Dolphins actually did get better, believe it or not. They signed a lot of players.
Oh, no, they most definitely got better.
They most definitely did. I would say in terms of worried, I'm more worried about them than I am the Patriots because they got the coaching staff now. They definitely picked up the talent. So where did the Patriots fit in that? Are they doing 7 teams this year or no? Is that next year?
I think that's
this year, the playoffs?
7 teams this year, yeah.
7 teams in the playoffs this year? So maybe they sneak in the 7th spot. I just can't see them doing anything else.
I personally think it's going to be more like how the Cowboys pretty much will be this year. They have a new system, so you have a quarterback that's going into a new system. Mm-hmm. I personally don't expect to see like too much. So I agree. I think the Bills. I think it's theirs to lose, but that's basically by default.
Okay. So
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I have respect for the Bills. I have respect for the Bills.
No. The biggest thing that I think is the most important that people don't understand is every team in the league, for the most part, maybe like 4 to 5 teams are the exception, have new coaching staffs, whether it's like assistants or new players. Right. And what do we not have this whole offseason? OTAs, mini camp.
Yeah.
Arguably, training camp might not happen the same as normal.
It's going to be very hard for new players in new systems to be able to do anything big.
And especially quarterbacks.
Lucky the Bills have everybody coming back. We have continuity. So
they say 88% of our snaps are coming back. Mm-hmm. So the 12% is just backups. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I do actually think that I think the Patriots have something that they did not have before, though, which is speed at the quarterback position.
He brings a dynamic.
Yeah, he brings a different dynamic to their offense, which I think Belichick will be able to take advantage of. But I don't have any high expectations for any team with a new quarterback or a new system that the quarterback is going into. That's for every single team that's doing that this year because of everything that's going on right now. I honestly, that's why like the NFC East is laughable to me this year because every team outside my Eagles are doing the same thing. Like it's it's going to be a new system for those players to get used to. Right. So I think anyone that is coming back with the same system, majority same players, I think those teams automatically have an advantage over any other team.
Right. And you'd argue because of the lack of the offseason, you're going to see a lot of lower records this year. Like,
most definitely.
Well, anybody, I think everybody's going to beat each other up. I don't think anybody will be 14-2 or 13-3.
Yeah, I don't see nobody.
It might not be.
So I don't see no one running away anywhere.
No, I mean, I'm looking at every division in the league. I don't see one that's just surefire. I'm going to go for 16-0. You know, we haven't seen that since 07.
Yeah.
So, you know, and Derrick, you know, like, even though you hate the Cowboys, you hate every other team in your division, it's still a division game.
It's a division game.
Those games are weird. Like, look at the Patriots in the past.
Yeah.
They always lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah, division games are very weird and very hard to play. So when you're in a division game and you're in a new system that you're not used to, I think that's even more of a disadvantage for you coming into that game. So the Patriots will definitely have a lot on their hands this year, but you know, I think that was actually a great pickup for them though, getting Cam Newton. I just don't like the fact that he got the vet min. That doesn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense. I mean, it would make more sense for Colin Kaepernick to sign for that kind of contract right now versus
so many years.
Cam Newton, because he's been out for so many years. It would make more sense for him to sign that contract than for Cam Newton. Cam Newton that's injury. You know, that shoulder looks. Have you seen his workouts?
Yeah.
I don't put much on workouts to begin with, but to see the strength back in his arm, come on now. Like, I don't have any doubts that he'll be able to get back to that level.
Right.
He's still very young.
Well, you know, it's just the argument that the body's falling apart. You know, it's
nothing against him. Pretty much for everyone.
You know, well, yeah, fair enough. But his style of play, right? So Josh Allen's the same style of play. Mm-hmm. That's why McDermott and Bean, they drafted Cam.
Right.
Like,
right.
They were there.
Right.
So they wanted that. That's what Josh was to them. He's the new Cam. You know. So
I'm still confused as to why the Panthers let Cam go. That's been my.
That doesn't make no sense.
It makes no sense. He was dynamic, and you bring back a healthy Cam Newton with McCaffrey. That's scary.
Don't forget who's in Carolina right now, though. They could draft first overall. Trevor Lawrence. Don't sleep.
I know. And I could see the desire for that, but when you have Cam Newton still there, like, I'm not choosing Trevor Lawrence over Cam Newton right now.
They got a good squad besides that.
I'll take Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence personally. That's just me.
I do like Fields. I like Fields. I do like Fields.
Yeah, I can see if you're looking forward to the future. You know, they do have a new team owner, so maybe he just wanted to go in a different direction. But I personally just don't see what the purpose was of getting rid of Cam Newton. It's not like he fell off. He didn't fall off hard. He was injured. There's a difference.
Right. And you know, like, look at Washington. Ron Rivera knows him. Why didn't you pick him up? Y'all need a quarterback. Like, Haskins isn't it for me yet. I'm sorry. I would like to have a Newton there just in case. Am I wrong? Like,
I would have gone for him. I would have gone for Cam Newton if I was Rivera.
They traded for Kyle Allen too, because Ron Rivera knows him. So,
yeah.
I guess he's just trying to figure it out there as well.
Yeah.
But why trade for Kyle Allen when you could have just picked up Cam Newton?
And see Washington would have been different from me in terms of new quarterback, new system, because if they had gotten Cam Newton, because of the fact that Newton knows Rivera's system, it would have been an easy transition.
Right.
You know, probably a little more difficult for the receivers and running backs, but
at least a familiar face,
it's
talent.
It's familiar. So I think see, if they had made that move, I probably would have said they have a shot at being number 3 or 2 in the NFC East.
Yeah.
And you know what? I guess my thing is too with Cam Newton to Washington. the receivers that Washington have almost fit the same exact mold that the receivers at Carolina.
Right.
You got McLaurin.
Right.
Too bad about Reed. I'm mad about him because
Oh
Reed
yeah.
a lot. I like
Yeah.
Reed. But
and Geis is coming back.
Yep. Their receivers are short and shifty, just like they had in Carolina. Cam Newton would have fit right in with Washington as opposed to what he's going into.
I mean,
as a Patriot.
Cam made a Super Bowl with receivers just like that.
Right.
Kelvin Benjamin was hurt the whole year. That was the only big guy they had, Yeah. So I feel bad for Cam in the sense that you see guys like Kyle Allen, Stidham, honestly, was ahead of him for a while. Obviously, ahead of him for a while. They just picked Cam up. Chase
Brian
Daniels
Hoyer is obviously gone.
Brian Hoyer is they're keeping him. They said
they're going to keep him
as a third quarterback. Yeah. So he's still.
I mean, I guess he does know the system. So
he's making more than Cam. He makes like $6 million.
Yeah.
You got Chase Daniel making both than Cam and Jamie's combined.
Yeah.
It's like
that, which makes no sense.
I mean, I don't want to go timeout here, but y'all see a little bit of a common denominator with the guys who are making more than Cam.
Hey man,
is there a certain shade or something, or is it just me?
Yeah, most definitely. Call it like it is. The subpar white quarterbacks. Subpar white quarterbacks are getting paid more than
they try to say, because they know the system. Oh, Cam didn't make it to the Super Bowl. He just didn't know the system, huh? Like what?
Yeah.
Are y'all crazy?
I don't get it. I honestly don't understand that, and I honestly don't understand why Chase Daniel's even in the league.
I had an argument with a couple buddies about Cam, and the biggest, like I pull up articles and every receipt you can think of, right, when it came to him, and the argument was, well, Cam's a poor character, or people try to say that he he's bad for the team. Da 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 da. That's a lie. I don't know where that came from, bro.
I don't. He
had his issues when he was in college, mind you. Every kid in college is stupid as fuck. They've done shit that they either did get caught for or just didn't. We're all dumb in college. We're all dumb when we're 18, 19. That's how it is. Okay, so I don't talk about that. But you pull up articles, Cam letting teammates stay at his house. Undrafted rookie teammates, they're making like $5,000 a week and barely survive on their own. Stay at my house, bro. Receivers, quarterbacks, sitting in the quarterback room longer than he should, working out with other younger quarterbacks, going to local high schools and working with younger players. Money, donating shit tons of money. Mind you, he made a lot, but still a lot of money.
He still donates money.
Help in Carolina still, after obviously having no association. He's from Florida. So and does stuff in Florida and donates for Thanksgiving and gives food out and everything that a character guy does, right? They talk about character. So where is this fallacy that he's a bad guy?
The only thing that I don't like about Cam Newton is his font. That's literally the only thing I don't like about Cam Newton.
Exactly. I really just can't read it sometimes. No bullshit.
It hurts my eyes sometimes, but
bro,
you can't read it.
Not at all.
Try to read it. You can't read it.
No, bro, that's the only thing. That's the only bad thing I can say about Cam Newton.
Yeah, and what is that? Like in retrospect,
that's
like
nothing. It's nothing. It's his choice
like,
on font. That's it.
Like people talk about his clothing and things of that nature. Why does that even matter?
It's always non-football related things,
and it's always,
when it comes to black quarterbacks.
Yes,
it's always non-football
only the NFL,
related. And it's Yeah.
Look at Russell Westbrook. I'm pretty sure he just wore like a wool dress from the 1960s a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It just don't matter. Like in the NBA, that's been culturally accepted because we talked about this before. AI changed the perception that I don't need to wear a suit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So since then,
I bet Dennis Rodman helped a lot with that too.
Well, Dennis Rodman helped with too much.
Absolutely.
I bet he definitely helped.
But it's just that's a tale of two different cultures, right? So the NBA is more culturally accepting for one, and willing to bring culture into the league, where the NFL's stuck in their old ways and they don't like to see different. Anybody, and this is different by color, by how you dress, by how you do things, by how you operate. How many times we have to tell people because you act a certain way that doesn't truly define you. Like,
right.
Cam may be confident as fuck, and you may not like it. It doesn't mean he's cocky or a bad person or has bad character.
Right.
Do I think he's going to be good? That's arguable. Is he injured?
Yeah.
Possibly.
See, that's why.
Season? I'll
Yeah.
talk football all day.
That's
but
why
don't
I want the
talk about character.
conversation. That's where I want the conversation to stay when it comes to athletes, their
Right.
ability to
Right.
play the game, not what you think is going to cause a distraction
You know what I see when I
because
talk
of
about the
something very
Bills?
stupid.
Can you come to this team and help us win games? I don't
Right.
care if you come naked to the press or do. I ain't gonna watch, but
Right.
I don't care because I care about what you do for the team. As I'm sure that's what they should care about, right?
Yeah.
Their job is to do what they do at work, which is produce, and then go do what you want on your free time.
I have a feeling Cam Newton is going to ball out this year. I hope he does.
If his foot is healthy, I'm scared. If his foot is
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said earlier, I still think the division is is the Bills' division to win.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just count out Cam Newton. He was the number 1 pick. He made it to the Super Bowl, regardless of how bad he played in that game. But
right.
He was the number 1 pick for a reason. And ultimately he's out for revenge. Everybody passed on him when he got cut, and it took months for him to get picked up. Right. He's not going to shy away from whooping anybody ass.
Right. Not at all.
And he does bring a different skill set, like you said. I mean, Tom Brady wasn't really good last year. So if Cam can give at minimum what Tom had plus the running ability if he's healthy, they're a threat. And so I'm confident in my Bills, right? We had the good roster, the good coaching. I know we picked up Diggs. We're gonna open up the playbook for all that. I get it. But I said this since day one. Jeremy and I talked about it while gaming. I said, dude, I don't fear no one, but I'm gonna respect the shit out of the Patriots. I'll tell you that because they're still Belichick. There's still a 20-year dynasty still in the making until they're officially not there no more.
On top of that. They lost defensive players and stuff like that. They still have the best secondary in the league.
Right.
They still have the best secondary in the league. They still got, they got Nikovic as a pass rusher. I mean, not Nikovic, the dude from Michigan, Winovich. They still got pass rushers. Their line's not bad. They got 50 million receiving backs that Josh McDaniels is going to use with a mobile quarterback now. What more can he ask for? Tom Brady is Tom Brady. He go, okay, cool. Now I have this person that can move in the backfield with all these running backs running whatever route I need them to run. That's scary. It's scary. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping on anybody, man. They got it. They still got it.
I'm gonna just say I'm glad he didn't go to Washington.
He's coming pissed, bro. I'm glad we don't see him till week 6 when he already gets some anger out in the first 5 weeks. Like, I
seen a headline maybe yesterday that it was only the Patriots and the Browns didn't offer him. I would have much rather him go to the Browns and back up Mayfield. I don't want to see him. I didn't want to see him in the East. So I didn't want to see him there. But
it's. I'll tell you what, for the Bills, though, it comes down to is Allen going to take that next step? We all know the year 3 step, right? Derrick, Carson Wentz, year 3 step was like MVP until he got hurt. And many times Derrick and I – was that – those 2? Damn. Jesus Christ. Well, technically it's 2 for Allen. Allen got hurt his first year. So, I mean, technically it's his second year playing.
Excuse me.
But – he needs to make that step. I don't think last year's Josh Allen is good enough to beat the Patriots this year. We need the new and improved Josh Allen to be anybody.
Right.
So, he's been working though.
And I'll say this. I think I know I have a really good feeling that Cam Newton is going to ball out this year. But if he does, do you think they offer him a long-term contract? Or does he have to go somewhere else?
I think the money goes speak there. I don't think they offer him just because I really do think that they like Jarrett Stidham. And to halt his growth for a off injured quarterback, regardless if he does good or not, I think Belichick won't do that. If they keep him, it's because he took them to like the Super Bowl or something like that. Other than that, No, I don't. I believe Stidham is going to be their future quarterback.
And
Somehow or another, they could get a Fields or a Lawrence or any one of them guys. Other than that, I think Stidham is the future.
well, they're saying that if Cam ends up leaving after this year, they get a second-round pick from comp.
Okay.
So the
they
Patriots are
probably
all
won't
about draft
offer.
picks. They
Yeah.
won't. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because the Titans actually could have got a comp pick for Tannehill, but he gets a long-term deal. It's
Yeah.
like another common denominator popped up.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
a healthy Cam on that Titans team last year,
That would have been crazy.
they win the bowl.
Him and
Oh,
Brown
Easy.
Woo!
They win the bowl.
Easy.
Him and Henry? Oh, my
Easy.
God.
with Brown.
Easy.
Come on.
Easy.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on.
Guys, stop putting ideas in fantasy.
Hey, but you know,
You gotta get off of this and go play Madden, aren't you?
Listen, Tannehill's deal isn't like a true lock-in, right? So you guys can opt out after that year. If Cam really does ball out, remember, Vrabel's from the Patriots. He can say, yo, if y'all don't want Cam, hey, we're here.
What about Atlanta?
So, Atlanta, they're done with Ryan. I don't like Ryan.
I don't like Ryan either. I don't like Matt Ryan.
I've never liked Matt Ryan.
Everybody seems to bring that scenario up, and I'm here to tell you, as a non-Falcons fan, and I'm not really a Matt Ryan fan like that either, but this city seems to be pretty locked on Matt Ryan. Even though they blame him, blame him a lot, but yet they have a love-hate relationship with the guy for some reason.
Yeah.
They blame him when they're doing badly, and they're quick to say, oh, trade him, get rid of him. The moment they do like really, really well, we love Matt. Oh, we want Ryan, you know. So
it sounds like Peyton Manning without the one ring. You know what I mean? Like they for so many years they were frustrated with Peyton because he was so good and did so much, but just couldn't get past that hump.
Statistically was really good,
right?
Just could not get over that hump. And I honestly would not mind seeing Cam Newton here in Atlanta. I would not mind seeing that.
He's from the city.
Yeah,
it's a hometown discount, maybe.
With Gurley, that would be interesting. A healthy Gurley, that'd be interesting.
Speaking of Gurley, those are your two surprises for this season.
That is the question.
Those are your two surprises of this season that I call. I call a surprise on Gurley and a surprise on Cam Newton because I don't think people are going to see those two coming.
Surprise, Gurley lasted 5 games instead of 3. Woo!
You guys are really sleeping on Gurley. And y'all, to my fantasy football players, my fantasy league guys out there who have had Gurley consistently balling out for them and probably won us championships.
He was trash for me last year.
He was trash last year.
He was trash for me in fantasy. I hated him.
But let's just say that was one bad year compared to let's go to the year prior to that year and say he was a monster every single game. So
he was good. He was real good. But when you have arthritis in your knee develop that early, I don't know. I have my suspicions. Do I think he can come back healthy? I think it's possible.
Who's the backup at Atlanta? Because they're going to use him a lot this year. So
I have no clue because they got rid of Ito Smith, right?
I think they did.
No, he might actually still be there. Devontae Freeman is who's no longer there.
Devontae
Freeman left.
Freeman's gone, and Coleman is in San Francisco.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
It still might be Ito Smith then.
So it might be Ito Smith.
Damn.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna ball out. I might actually pick him up in fantasy.
All right, we'll see. I'm about to draft him now. Just saying it.
late round pick.
Yeah, we do the OTS.
I don't care about OTS running back because I got Christian McCaffrey. So in both of them.
Yeah. That's a good
Careful
idea.
with that one, sir. Careful with that one, sir. I pick him every year, but that's the one year I won't pick him. Now that Cam is gone, he's a target.
Speaking of fantasy running backs, I think Miles Sanders is going to be someone that people are going to overlook that they shouldn't.
He's a baller, man.
He is a baller.
He killed Buffalo last year.
Dude, there's those players that you would have never expected to be that.
Yeah.
And then they just come out of nowhere and ball. Like, bro, y'all couldn't stop running against us. I texted Derrick after the game. I said, dude, I'm not even upset because that was such an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Like it felt like we had no chance whatsoever.
Yeah.
they controlled the clock. We're like we can even get the ball
Yeah.
because they were running so good.